Alright, what's going on, guys? Welcome everybody back to a brand new video. Hope you're doing well. So today we've got a lot of interesting stuff to talk about for PUBG. A lot of future content has been revealed through a variety of ways, and there's, quite a few of these things that are going to be pretty game-changing as far as the meta is concerned, and I think you guys are really going to want to know about this stuff. And with the release of Season 8, there's a significant portion of content that has not yet been released to the game that was already teased within trailers and just promotional material that we're going to be seeing really soon. But even looking beyond that scope, we have a lot more content to speak about that isn't even related at all to that. And of course, if you guys end up enjoying the video today, I would really appreciate a like rating, and if you are new to the channel and you want to see more content like this, be sure to subscribe if you're not already, as we're getting really close to 300,000. Appreciate all the support and love on the channel as of recently. You guys are the best. So anyways, firstly, I want to talk about the things we know are coming in the very next patch, and these two things for sure are the decoy grenade and the MG3. Now, what's interesting is we don't know yet if the MG3 is going to be a Sanhok exclusive, and also if it's going to be a crate weapon in airdrops, and we figured we would probably have known this already, either through leaks or just from material that they've already put out, but we don't know if that's the case or not. However, we do know that this LMG will be added in the very next patch. It's already been confirmed by a PUBG dev, as well as the decoy grenade, and it's seeming like the way the decoy grenade is set up is it will essentially play the sound effect of the weapon that you are currently holding, and that might change, and I could be wrong about that, but that's how it appears right now. It's also worth mentioning that since the decoy grenade will likely be added to the loot truck pool, so you can probably get them off of those driving by, you might be able to get the MG3 from loot trucks as well. Maybe that's an exclusive weapon that's going to be added. Who really knows at this point, but the MG3 should be added within the next patch guaranteed. And I also thought you guys might like to know that these small boxes that come out of the loot truck on Sanhok Remastered, the models for those boxes are actually reused assets for a 44 Magnum ammo type. Now, over the years, there's been a variety of ammo types that never made it to the game and they got scrapped. 22 long rifle, for example, and then also 44 Magnum right here. But it seems like because they're reusing this asset, it doesn't look very likely at all that 44 Magnum will ever be added to the game, and if it does, it's going to look a lot different. So I just figured you guys would like to know that. Next up, I want to talk about maybe a little bit of a controversial feature, although maybe not, and this is crafting. So if you guys remember Fantasy BR from a couple of months ago, this was essentially a test, not only to try out a different wacky new game mode, but also to test the idea of item crafting. And I would say, as far as that game mode was concerned, it worked out pretty well. There were different classes and different buildables that class actually provided, and you could build different items and upgrade your armor and gear and stuff like that, and it was a different take on the standard gameplay of PUBG, and I would say in that context worked really well. But it looks like PUBG is looking to take that to the next level and implementing that into the standard BR, at least to some degree. And I want to give a big shout out to the Datamine Discord for finding these things. There were strings in the code and also images of these few items right here that are actually craftables. Now, we don't know exactly what these build together. We don't know what these components will actually create when fully upgraded, but if it ever gets added to the game, it's likely going to behave and function very similarly to how you remember it in Fantasy BR. It's probably going to be along the same lines of that, where there's a few different craftable items. It's probably not going to be class-based or anything, but you can maybe create a certain item or a throwable or whatever. But the idea and the concept of craftable items, I actually think is a really good idea for PUBG, because it's not like just getting new guns or even a new map, and all that stuff is incredible, but this is truly like something pretty different, although it fits seamlessly into the regular gameplay of PUBG, at least in my opinion, and I'd actually like to see this concept fleshed out a bit more, so hopefully this ends up happening at least some point down the road. If you've got any ideas or suggestions for craftable items or how the system could be improved or made better, then let me know in the comment section what you would like to see from it. Next up, let's talk a little bit about Team Deathmatch. Now, it looks like this is finally going to be getting some updates after God knows how long. Team Deathmatch has remained the same since its very addition and conception into PUBG, and I believe the only difference is removing the Sanhok maps from the queue, and that's about it. So it looks like Team Deathmatch, from Alex the PUBG dev, he mentions that the idea of create a class in Team Deathmatch is likely going to be on the way. Now, this is good because I felt like one of the biggest things holding back Team Deathmatch in PUBG was the fact that everybody was sort of running around with the same guns. If you wanted to even customize your weapon at all, you had to kill someone else and then go through the very arduous process of looting a scope off of them or any sort of other attachment or component you want. And just more generally, not a whole lot of variety of weapons. There was M4s, AKs, and Kar 98s. That's pretty much all people play, and besides the airdrop weapons, there wasn't much variety outside of that. So just having the whole arsenal of PUBG will be good, and being able to attach out anything you want, bringing in new guns to Team Deathmatch, This is also a great opportunity to maybe try weapons you've never used before, get used to them in TDM, and then bring them to the real battlefield. This is a great change that I hope is coming really, really soon, and I will keep you guys updated on when this will be added. Next up, we've actually got an update coming to Erangel. Yeah, that's right. Erangel Remastered is getting a slight change here pretty soon. So Alex, the PUBG dev, tweeted this image a couple of weeks ago, and it's basically a teaser where he's saying all of the options that you can use to get from the main island to the military base. You can see that there's, you know, footsteps, a car, a boat, and he actually adds another one all the way off to the right side. That's sort of a mystery. And then just very recently, he tweeted out an image of a new, like, docks or ferry section. Probably going to be added somewhere around Novo, maybe an extension on that. And the theory is right now that there's going to be a boat system that goes back and forth from this side of the island to the main, and that's going to be a pretty interesting concept. Very similar to the train on Vikendi and the loot trucks in Sanhok being a non-player controlled vehicle. This will be something that you can use to bring yourself from the main island to the military base if you so happen to choose that, if you don't have any other options. When this is going to be added, we're not entirely sure, but it looks like there's a new, like, entire addition in terms of a map layout, and even probably a new non-player controlled vehicle that will be coming to Erangel. This is a pretty exciting update. I can't wait for this to be added also. Next up, we've got a new item that was teased already that, while it's not coming in the very next update for PUBG, along with the MG3 and the decoy grenade, I believe it's going to be added the following patch, and that was mentioned by a PUBG dev. So if you guys paid attention to the Sanhok Remastered trailer, you may have seen an image or a small clip of this backpack, and this item was not only teased over on Twitter, but was also shown off in that video clip, and what it is exactly isn't 100% clear, but we have a pretty good indicator of what it might be, not only from just the leaked code about it, but also what the developers have mentioned. Now, there is essentially a blue zone backpack that is going to be added, and from all intents and purposes, this is going to protect a player from the blue zone damage. And you might ask yourself, why are they adding this? Like, why do they want a backpack that allows people to camp in the zone? That, my friend, I don't exactly know. The description of the backpack mentions that it is jamming a frequency, but what exactly is it jamming? Now, there's actually another theory that involves it not being just blue zone protection, and this is basically the inductor, which you guys know is an item we talked about a long time ago that did get added to the game. However, it's a PUBG partner feature only, and it is also not available in public matches, but this essentially allows you to more or less control the blue zone. And again, if you guys want to see it, I might make a video showcasing it because its functionality might be important for later on, understanding how this backpack works. This is probably going to be the public match iteration of the inductor. Those are the two best options right now. Either it just protects you from blue zone damage, or it allows you to essentially guide and control where the zone goes, which in my opinion would be significantly more interesting. Now, there is another argument that says that it is just blue zone protection. There was a PUBG dev who mentioned that in terms of the bots, they want to be able to have the bots maybe more or less play like real players who camp in the blue zone. The bots right now, as they're currently iterated, I don't believe even have the capability to be within the blue. They're always in the safe zone, and he basically wants to get them to a point where they can camp in the zone if need be, which again, I'm not sure how I feel about that, but we'll have to wait and see when this gets added. Now, we've also got some future updates that are likely coming to Kraken. I made a video about this a few weeks ago showing off an exploding flammable tank that will probably be added as a destructible environment feature. And what's interesting about this map in particular is Dave Kurt at PUBG mentioned in an interview that Kraken originally was just supposed to be a limited time game mode event, and this makes sense based on the leaks we had about 4X and stuff, and whether that was it or not, and whether that was the original intention, we will probably never know. But Kraken was not really supposed to be a main map, and there's probably a reason for that, because it doesn't really feel like it's, you know, the same or part of the main 4. The flammable exploding tank was likely a map feature that was supposed to be available on launch but never got added, and I assume they're going to be putting it in now. I also believe the C4 and Claymore were supposed to be Kraken exclusive, but they never ended up making it to the game. There was actually a lot of content that was supposed to be originally for the map that I believe is just entirely scrapped at this point. And finally, guys, the last thing I want to talk about that we know is going to be coming really soon. Alex, a PUBG dev, tweeted out a teaser showing off a new menu UI screen where you can now customize your menu music, and this makes me really happy because nothing hits different like the original PUBG menu theme music, and that tune is just just, it holds a special place in my heart, bro. I remember they mentioned this like a year ago when there was supposed to be this huge sound overhaul, and you were going to be able to pick your gun sounds, and every player was going to be able to customize that. That update actually never ended up happening for some reason, and I likely that was part of that entire edition, but at least the menu music is now going to be an option. As far as the weapon sound update, that probably won't be for a while, if ever. I'm not sure what they're still doing with that at this point, but we'll keep tabs on that, and we'll wait and see. But we know this is coming for sure, and it makes me really happy. But yeah, anyways, guys, that is going to be pretty much all of the updates that we know are coming. Again, not all these are going to be happening at once. Some of these are distant features down the road, but some are happening within the very next update. So let me know what you guys thought about this stuff. What is the most exciting feature that we mentioned in this video that you are really into? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And I thought I might also mention, if you guys want to use my creator code on PUBG, you can log into your account. The link to that will be down below in the description, and you can use my creator code. It's very easy to find, and it's super easy to do. It's a wonderful way to support the channel, and a lot of you guys have already done it, so thank you so much. And if you do end up using my creator code, let me know in the comment section so I can personally thank you for it. But anyways, guys, hope you all enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to give it a like rating, subscribe if you are new around here, and also go follow me on Twitch. The link to that is down below in the description. Have a great rest of your day, guys, and I'll see you all in the next stream or the next video. Take it easy, everyone. I gotta go, and peace out.